Hi guys, this is Anonymous with another Warcraft 3 audio commentary. This time, it's on Grubby vs. Czech. This is the finals of last weekend's ZOTAC Warcraft 3 Cup, number 36, in case you're listening later, and you want to look for the replays or whatever. Grubby is in blue and orc. I nearly said Night Elf there, but I said orc. Grubby is orc, yes, I know this. Czech is in orange Night Elf. The map is Twisted Meadows, as you can now see if you couldn't already. And we have, looks like both players doing standard builds. Yes, indeed. And they have an adjacent spawn. So, check in the, what is that, 5 o'clock? I can do time, sort of. Grubby at 8 o'clock-ish. So, this, for Night Elf versus Orc, this map tends to be a bear map rather than a Talon map. I can't really say that, you know, I'm not an elf player, and I don't really understand why, in the technical details of why, but basically, I just do know that Talons tend not to work as well on this map. I think it's the space that's available. The Orc, I mean, it's kind of difficult for the elf to force a fight, and especially if there's a cross-map spawn, the Orc can do base races, basically, and catch the elf out, and that's quite damaging. So, not base races, what do you call it? Base trades. That's right. Base races, I think of as each player trying to destroy the other's base and committing to it, whereas base trades are where each player is going to... It knows that they're going to lose their base and destroy the opponent's base, and that it's going to happen about the same time, but it's not going to cost them the game because they've got it's only expansions, or because they're going to TP, or whatever. Excuse me. Czech here has produced a Demon Hunter, Flame Seeker. Yay. I don't know why they gave the heroes the names, but it's kind of cool, I guess. Nikoro the Blade Master. But, yeah, I'm still on the fence on this issue, whether it's cool to have names or not. Anyway, Grubby buying the Circlet of Nobility, selling his TP. So, a little odd to sell the TP on such a large map, but I guess he knows what he's doing, and it's becoming just so popular to do it that, you know, everyone's doing it, obviously. So it must be good. Now Grubby, oh, this is interesting. Grubby going for that Troll Trapper. Meanwhile, Czech sending his Demon Hunter to chase Grubby's Grunt around. Not really going to be able to do much. Oh, actually, well, we'll see. He could probably cancel the lounge, but not going to try. It's maybe too late. Grubby creeping that Troll. I don't think he got it, though. Let's see. Oh, he did kill it. And I guess... No, I don't know what he got. So, he's got double circlet. Oh, he must have had a... What did he get? I guess he got a Tome of Experience. Very nice. So, Grubby getting a Tome of Experience drop early. And now, in my opinion, Czech is not doing much with his Demon Hunter. He should go hit it on that Voodoo Lounge a bit. Because at least then he'd be doing something. Right now he's doing nothing, and that could cost him. Actually, I thought Czech was going to put up an Ancient of War for AOW creeping, but in fact he's going hunts. So he's not going to AOW creep. He's going to get hunts out of one Ancient of War, and that probably means he's going to go for an expansion. And we see him do this fairly often, more often than I'd say than most Night Elf players. Now just go ahead and doing a little low-key creeping with his Demon Hunter on the Knoll Camp near Grubby's base. And Grubby has bought boots, so he must have gone to the nearby shop, and Czech is not going to find boots there if he decides to shop there. But it doesn't look like he's going to do. Yeah, I'm not sure what he's doing. Czech seems to be sort of wandering aimlessly. Now he's maybe trying to creep Jack Grubby, but he hasn't even found him. Oh, he did see him there. Okay. So he's going to be able to get a little bit of a creep Jack, but his army is actually weaker, so that's not going to be too helpful. He's going to be able to stop Grubby from immediately creeping that last knoll, but that's not a big deal. Finally, this second Huntress comes in, but Grubby's Blade Master is able to focus down the Huntresses, force them back. They're getting blocked by the knoll there. That's unfortunate. Yeah, and Grubby gets to finish creeping the camp anyway. He's not going to lose this Grunt. I don't believe he's going to lose the Grunt anyway. Those Huntresses are not going to be fast enough to catch up with it before it gets to the base. No, indeed not. And It looks like his tier 2 tech is almost done, yes. Excuse me. Yeah, Czech's Tree of Ages is very close to finished. Grubby chasing that Huntress around, not going to get a kill, I don't think. Unless Czech decides to fight him or something. Okay, now 4 hunts out, and this is where the hunts begin to be powerful against the Orc, because the Orc is not going to get too many grunts unless Grubby has decided to go with the 5th grunt, which I don't think he has. No. The 4 huntresses are equal to those 4 grunts pretty much, and range more mobile. Just overall, the more effective fighting force belongs to Czech at this point, although his Demon Hunter is damaged. Grubby putting up a bestiary now in the back of his base where he has chopped out the trees. This is, by the way, just notice how Grubby has been chopping out the trees to make room for his tier 2 buildings. This is very important. This means that the huntresses are not going to be able to cancel it without running through the burrows and getting into a position where they could be trapped. That's a good placement. That's good placement of buildings. And a lot of players don't do it, I find. Anyway, Czech also has a spot for his Ancient of Lore in the back of his base, one going out front. But of course, Grubby is not going to be pressuring. Right now, he would lose. And Shadowhunter coming out for Grubby, so he knows exactly what's up. Hunts into bears. Well, at least I assume that's what's up. And anyway, he wants a Shadowhunter to deal with whichever is in fact coming. Now, Czech creeping the orange. He's going to get a level 2 Demon Hunter from this. And Grubby's creeping has stalled a little. He's now finally creeping the Rock Golem camp, or the, what is it, the lab there? Yeah. Yeah, that's the lab, I know that. Okay, Ring of Protection, that sucks. And a Keeper of the Grove out for Czech now. So, Czech with Keeper of the Grove staff on the Keeper of the Grove. Ancient of Lores are up, and I expect to see bears soon. Well, actually producing Dryads first. And Grubby's Great Blademaster is very injured. Fortunately for him, there's no Demon Hunter coming in right now to kill it, but the Shadowhunter will protect it a bit with that Hex. Grubby, not quite level 3. Shadowhunter still 1. So going to creep one more camp and probably get 3-2, and then maybe apply a little bit of pressure to Czech's base. Czech still with just the Huntresses out and his 2 heroes. So he might have a little bit of trouble against some pressure with Raiders if Grubby has those. He has 1 Raider out. Ensnare is being researched. Yeah. And now this might turn into a little bit of a creep jack. Grubby's Blademaster is out in front. It's going to scout this force. So yeah, Grubby is going to probably be able to get 1 Huntress kill here if he has Ensnare up. I don't think he does. Oh, going to Hex and Focus the Keeper of the Grove. This could be big trouble. Actually, somehow his Blademaster missed a hit, and so the Keeper of the Grove will be fine. Potion getting past there. He's going to get 1 Huntress kill, as I said, with that Hex. Blademaster levels to 3. Gets entangled. Grubby still has no Spirit Walkers out, let alone Walkers with Dispel. So the Entangling Roots is going to be a bit of a problem for him. He's going to have to focus down that Keeper. He's going to be able to do it. Potion of Healing goes off. Now, that Raider is going to die to the Roots, but Grubby gets the what's it called? Keeper of the Grove with a Hex. Finally, Spirit Walker is in. Now Grubby's Blademaster is in a bit of trouble. Spirit Link being dispelled. Heal goes off. Grubby may have a lot of trouble keeping this alive against Dryads, and it has no mana left, thanks to the burn. So, manages to get it away. Actually, that Demon Hunter still does not have boots, which may be an influential factor here, because Grubby might have had a little trouble getting away from it with no Windwalk, but it has no boots, so it's slower. Check upgrading to Tree of Eternity, says the little useful obs chat, and yes, he is. Grubby going to lose 1 grunt here. Demon Hunter almost level 3. Meanwhile, Grubby is 3-2 on his heroes. And he has Adept training finally for his Spirit Walkers. So he'll be able to dispel the Entangling Roots. Gotta keep pumping Spirit Walkers to supply his mana, to make sure he has enough mana. And I'm not sure what he's doing. Yeah, just going to go ahead and creep the shop now. Pulling the creeps. So the reason to pull creeps is so you don't get creepjacked, pretty much. But it's a little weird to pull them in this direction. I guess it's a very safe direction to pull them, and Grubby obviously has practiced this. I would have normally pulled them down towards the base, but we shall see. Grubby putting up a War Mill now, and producing Raiders, and 1 more Raider, probably 1 more Spirit Walker, maybe even a Kodo. I'm sure he expects bears, because actually, no bears are forthcoming, and this is interesting. Czech seems to be going with mostly Dryads. Excuse me 1 second. This is a little surprising to me, because he is teching to tier 3. I would expect him to be getting some bears, but he's 48 of 50 food, so perhaps he does not. Perhaps he doesn't feel like he can get any bears. He doesn't want to go into low upkeep, and so he's stuck with his all Dryad army, which he got because it was strong at tier 2. So I would have expected him to go straight to 3 and get bears myself, but I guess he's not worried about Grubby pressuring him when he has a group of huntresses out, and when he has a Keeper of the Grove, he can repel pretty much any press from Grubby and any pressure from Grubby until there's Spirit Walkers, Adept Spirit Walkers out.